Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Elizabeth. And here's her story. Good morning, Ollie. This is Elizabeth from Romania. You did a video for me a few months ago titled "When the Narcissistic Baby Boomer Adopts," and boy, yeah, she was adopted. Elizabeth was adopted out of Romania by baby boomers in their 40s who already had like adult children, you know, just as like somebody who will take care of them later on in life. Basically, her father was like partying and rocking out to like Bob Seger and Journey, no, Foreigner. I think it was Foreigner. Like your typical baby boomer children assholes. As you can see by the subject of my email, I have more Virginia updates. We all love a good Virginia story, don't we? That's right, her mother's name is Virginia as well. Before I dive into the story, I'd like to send my positive thoughts to you, Charlene, and the kiddies. You and Charlene have just been getting it from all sides and persevering nonetheless. I do believe everything happens for a reason. Maybe the events that took place over the summer were leading you both to a new evolution for the channel and the people who genuinely appreciate the time and effort you give. Thank you. Before I digress too far, it has now been over 6 months of no contact with Virginia. During that time, she has not called, but texted me twice, as per usual, asking how I am, why we haven't spoken, and of course, if I'm angry with her. It's always the same story. I never replied. A week before my birthday, I received a card in the mail from Virginia. She signed the card and also left a check, $50. I still have the check on in my nightstand drawer. I don't want or need her money. I thought about sending it back, honestly, but I felt by doing that I was somehow giving her some sort of sick and perverse satisfaction. As George Bernard said, if you roll around with pigs, you're going to get dirty, and the pigs like it. On my actual, don't take her money. Don't take her money. Don't take her money. The problem is, if you send it back, she's going to want to know why, and then if you never see, the reason why they still, narcs love writing checks, okay, because then they can monitor when you cash it and if you don't cash it. And now it just gives her a reason, okay? Gives her a reason to fucking berate you. You didn't cash that check. You didn't. I'm gonna get a cancel check fee. I'm gonna have to get this and I have to get that. That's why baby boomers love checks. Try to get a check out of a try to get a baby boomer off writing personal checks. It's like out of their cold dead hand. Because that checkbook to them is power. You ever have a narc just always tapping their checkbook, talking about their checkbook, tapping their checkbook. It's not as much power with digital in the digital age, man. Everything's immediate. On my actual birthday, Virginia said not one word to me. No text, email, phone call. I wasn't expecting or wanting her to wish me a happy birthday, but it is just so passive-aggressive, and obviously so, that I just had to shake my head and have a small laugh. Typical Virginia. A few weeks after my birthday, I received a text from my oldest brother, Ethan. He said that he had just spoken with Virginia and called her mom, of course, and she was asking about me. She told him she has been trying repeatedly to get a hold of me with no answer from me. Now Ethan is asking if I'm mad at her, etc. She's now trying to recruit my brother into getting me to respond. This isn't the first time Virginia has resorted to this. I never responded to Ethan's text. She wants to play victim and narrate the story to her benefit. Nothing new. This behavior is so disgusting. It makes me want to talk to her even less now. It's so frustrating that my siblings have a completely different mother than the one I have, and they will never understand my point of view. I will always be the villain, and her the victim. She also has been sending my daughter presents in the mail and trying to call her on the phone. That's really fucking manipulative if you ask me. I don't want her in my life or my daughter's. Then how do I explain this to my 7-year-old? You got to tell her, like, look, your grandmother's not a good person. She's just not a good woman. She cares about herself. She doesn't care about you. She just wants to use people. Virginia lives in Oregon and was recently in Michigan visiting her sisters. The only reason I even know she was here is through the family grapevine. She never told me she was coming or contacted me while she was here. This woman is just plain full of shit. Yeah, well, like, look, you were adopted to be something that you didn't live up to be for her, Elizabeth. You know, you were adopted to be her plaything, to be whatever it was, to take care of her in her older years. You were a pet that she picked out. Okay, she's not blood, and she never bonded with you, just like you said in your last videos. She never bonded with you. She has no real maternal instinct in regards to you. None. Virginia's birthday's coming in a few weeks. Of course, I will not be sending her any presents or well wishes. She will have a fucking day with that. I am assuming that when the holidays come around, it will be the same behavior. Maybe after a few years of no contact, she will get the message. I'm still mourning the loss of the mother I never had. It would have been comforting to have a real mother, but that will never happen. I will continue no contact. Thank you for your time, Ollie. May the resistance prosper. Elizabeth. I mean, that's the realizations most of us have to come to. It's like we never had a real family. You never had a family. I mean, that's the hard realization that I think 95% of the people on my channel have to come to. You have blood relatives. You don't have family. Harder for you because you don't even know who your real blood, you may not know who your real blood relatives are. You were selected like a pet, raised like a pet, as many who are adopted by narcissists are. Raised by typical baby boomers, doing typical fucking baby boomer shit, making it all about them. The baby boomer doesn't know how to be a mother. Most of them. And that's whether they adopt or whether they're adoptive or not. Most baby boomers just didn't know how to parent. And didn't care because it was always about them anyway. It's not all like I said, not all baby boomers. It's just most of you. That's why the rest of us are all fucked up. It is what it is. So, I hope that helps, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for another contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a private, have a private video made, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it growing, supported, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.